Welcome, Perry Robinson, CEO and founder of Athletic Scholars Brand. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So tell me a little bit of why you started Athletic Scholars Brand. Like, what was your intention? What drew you to starting something like this?
So with starting my organization, I grew up playing sports. I got a brother that plays in college right now. And it's just the fact that my dreams were going, playing in the NFL. My dreams were going to Florida State University. My dreams were, going to college playing sports.
Yeah.
And I realized early on that I didn't take my grades seriously. And I could have those aspirations, but I did enough to graduate high school. I was one of those kids. So when high school was over, I graduate, yay, everything. And you get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm working at Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm working here. And then I went to the military. So I went to the military. I ended up getting medically separated. But when I got out, I was like, my parents were like, oh, you were in Intel, so you're really smart. So you need to do something. You need to start a business or something. I was like, that. But I was pushing it away because I never saw myself as a businessman. I see myself as somebody just trying to make an impact. So I kept praying about it, talking to God about it. Like, send me my purpose. What is my reason for being? And I came across this idea one day, just sitting in my living room, like, I'm gonna help people get to college somehow. I started out on social media, just hitting people up, telling people I'll share your highlights. So like on Twitter, retweeting people's stuff, sharing it. That was my whole thing for like months on end. That was all I was doing. And it came to a point where it was like junior colleges would hit me up and say, do you have any athletes? And I was like, yeah, I got some athletes that are looking for an opportunity. So that's really what we do now. These kids see the things on social media and they're like, oh, goals. People have big house, big cars, and it's like, you don't realize what you got to do to get that. Listen, you got to take your grades seriously, because to get there, you got to go to college. You have to go to college. There's no way around it. They're not accepting people out of high school. You got to go to college. So why not take your grades seriously now? Even if you don't get an athletic scholarship, you could walk on somewhere if you got the grades. We centralize it on athletes to have an effect on everybody else, that trickle down effect that they got the grades, everybody else. So Athletic Scholars Brand, yes, it says athletic, but it's more the scholar of everything. I want you to focus on changing the mindset as early as possible and getting you to focus on your grades.
It's not so much that Athletic Scholars Brand is just certainly focused on just athletes, but the main focus is the scholar. What has been your proudest moment since 2018, finding your passion with this Athletic Scholars Brand? What's been your proudest moment?
That's easy. There was a kid that came to me I'm for real. There's a kid that came to me one day and was like, my mom wants to talk to you. I had been helping him out, sharing his highlights and everything. And colleges weren't looking at him, but he had great grades. So it's easy to highlight you to a college that you want to go play for, because listen, he didn't got the tape like that, but he got the grades. You need somebody with grades on your team. So he came to me one day, hey man, can you help me? I'm like, yeah, that's no problem. We charge $5 to help people. And I helped him get that opportunity. He got 2 offers from junior college. He said, my mom wants to talk to you. And she was like, thank you for helping my son go to college. And it was at that moment I was like, yo, this is why I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is about the energy. It's about helping people. We're a nonprofit. The money is going to come. If I hit the lottery tomorrow, I wouldn't stop doing it. You gotta, when you find your purpose, it's easy to do what you're doing. I always have energy. I'll have somebody hit me up 3, 4 in the morning, like, can you share my highlights? I'm like, why aren't you sleeping? But I'm going to share it. I'm not going to stop doing my job. This is my passion. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So who am I to tell you, no, I'm not going to help you?
People have dreams, and what really pushes people to keep going after their dreams is having cheerleaders like you guys at Athletic Scholars Brand. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for what you guys do out there. I know that you guys have an event coming up. That's exciting. So tell me about this event that's coming up.
So we're having the first annual Athletic Scholars Brand Scholarship Walk this Saturday, July 11th. And it's going to be amazing. I haven't been this excited for an event in a while. All the money that we raise is going towards scholarships.
Good.
Right now we're at $500, and the goal is down the road, well, the immediate goal is $1,000. I'm at 500 right now. I see that, but we want to get way more than that if we possibly can. So if we only get 1,000, I want to give out 2 $500 scholarships, so on and so forth. We're gonna walk from Savannah Rapids to SRP Park or Green Jacket Stadium over in North Augusta. Donate it if you can, whatever the case is. But it's for the health, it's for getting the community out, it's for expanding the message to people that might only see me on the internet and be like, okay, he's helping people. I want to be able to talk to you. I want to be able to talk to you face to face. Thank you for helping me, because I can't do this without people like y'all. Tim Hayes and Daniel Maddox. They came to me one day and were like, hey, we should do a walk. And I was like, what do you mean? They were like, a walk, like, you know how people do the breast cancer walks and all these different type of walks. Like, yeah, like, we should do a walk to raise money for scholarships. I was like, cool, yeah, let's do that. And so that happened last month. So we've been ripping, running, and now it's the week of. So
wow,
we've been having people say, oh, I won't be able to join you, but here's a donation. We have people to say, I'll donate when I get there, but I'm glad you're coming out. You know, I want this to be an ongoing thing. This is the first one. I want it to go well. I really want to get out, talk to the people and engage with them. How can this be better? How can I, as the CEO, progress the mission of the organization and get into the communities and talk to the different parents? So I tell the parents, listen, you know, I want your child to be extremely successful. They need all the resources possible. You are their resource.
Exactly. Yeah.
You are that resource. I need you to promote it, but I also need you to give them everything they need to make the grade. So this is our first time to be able to engage with the community, talk with the people, you know, promote what we have going on and raise a lot of money to give back, well, award.
Good, yeah. And what time did you say that this this walk? I know you said from the Rapids to SRP Park / Green Jacket Stadium, but what time are people supposed to arrive? Like, I know that you guys were probably going to be there a little earlier to set up and get things started, but what time should the general public kind of just find their way there?
That's on anybody that feels like doing that. We plan on starting at 6:30. We plan on starting to walk at 6:30.
I like it. It's brisk, early.
Because it's cool.
That's very true.
I know it's a little early for people, but it's cool. We're gonna get the walk started. We're gonna have the water out there. We're gonna have wristbands to sell. We're gonna have T-shirts. We're gonna have all these different things. Because I know some people don't want to just put their money into something. Listen, if you don't want to donate me $4, here's a wristband. It's $4. You got something back. I'm still putting the money towards, you know. So it won't take us long to set up. We got the table. We got, you know, the banner. We have everything we need to set up. But yeah, we're starting to walk at 6:30. That's the plan.
I kind of briefly read your Instagram post earlier, and I saw that there's like a essay topic. So can you kind of go through the requirements for the students that want to get this scholarship that you guys will be giving out?
A minimum 3.0.
Okay.
GPA, because we're pushing being a scholar.
Right.
Minimum 3.0 GPA. You have to already be accepted to the university. You have to have graduated this year from high school. On top of that, the topic is what responsibility do you feel scholar athletes have in the school system and their impact on other students? Put your heart on the paper. I'm going to read all of them. So, and we don't have an exact amount on it right now because I want to see how much we can raise. That's the thing. That's the only reason there's no amount on it right now is because we want to see how much we can raise to be able to give. If we raise way more than $1,000 and I say I'm giving out 2 $500 scholarships, where's the rest of the money going?
That's true. Yeah.
So I want you to, ahead of time, listen, you know, we're put it in because you want the money. I mean, you want to be awarded the money for doing your thing in high school.
I like that. And, you know, reading those responses, I'm sure are going to be very touching because this is coming straight from the heart. You know, a lot of people are excited about the scholarship walk.
When the coronavirus disperses everything and we get back to life as normal as possible and people are back playing sports, we highlight these kids not just because you had a good game, but because you have great grades in the classroom. I've had kids that have wanted to be highlighted. They only have a 2.8. I'm not going to highlight you. And there's not anything wrong with you.
Yeah.
But it's the fact I want you to push harder. I want it to not hurt, but be fuel to the fire inside you to say, wow, let me get that 3.0 so I can be highlighted. It don't take much,
Mm-hmm.
but if you want to be highlighted, we got a standard. You're
Yeah.
going to rise to that standard. And by rising, you're going to put yourself in a better opportunity when you get to college and everything. So
Definitely. Yeah, it definitely pushes them to do better, knowing that they have these goals they need to meet in order to get highlighted, like you said, so then they can get more exposure, so they can get to where they need to go. They're going to have to put in the work.
when school gets back in session and everything, we plan on having a lot more speaking engagements, a lot more community
Good.
events, and getting the message out there, talking to these parents, talking to these students, getting it in your head. Listen, I need to take this seriously. The more people you talk to, the more people they can talk to. One of my heroes is Tupac, and he said he didn't plan on changing the world, or he didn't know if he would change the world, but it's the
Mm-hmm.
fact that he was going to spark the light in someone that might. I want to have that same type of
Good.
impact. I'm
Yeah.
not Tupac, nothing like that, but I want to have that same that inspired me. Like I might not change the world, but I want to give you the fuel to your fire. I want to help you somehow to want to change somebody else's life.
If people can't make it to the scholarship walk, or they just want to support the brand any way they can, what is the best way to do that? Do you have a Cashapp, a Zelle, whatever, Venmo, or anything like that? So
We
just
have
tell
a
me
cash app.
your Cashapp, whatever way they can donate, and then let me know how people can stay in contact with Athletic Scholars Brand. I know you guys have an Instagram. Do you guys have Twitter, Facebook, things like that?
I got you. I got you. So the cash app is Cash on Phelan Riley 4. The Zelle is athleticscholarbrand at gmail.com. We have Facebook, which is Athletic Scholars Brand. We have the Instagram, which is Athletic Scholars Brand. We have Twitter, which is Brand Scholars, because the Athletic Scholars Brand name was already taken. I'm always on social media because it's become a part of my life to be on top of things, to be able to interact with these guys, um, and keep helping them out and keep them motivated. I check on guys every day now that I might have helped way back November, October of last year. It's like, how you doing? Has anything changed? How can I help you at this moment? And they might be like, oh, I got a scholarship, or they're still looking for help at this moment. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna still help you. Wow, what reason do I have to stop? I don't have anything but time. Um, so all those different media outlets. We have the email. I don't know how many people email, but there's somebody on here that's going to watch is going to email me. athleticscholarbrand at gmail.com. That's about it. I ain't giving up my phone number like that because
Oh
you get
yeah,
a
no,
lot of
no,
messages.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Where can I get that T-shirt? Those cool T-shirts, like the one you have on right now. Where can I get that?
So we'll have some at the event.
Okay,
What size you wear?
I wear a medium. Like I like
So
my shirts with some room in them.
I have, because we have 3 shirts right now.
Got
Like I
it.
said, we don't make a lot of money, but so when I make money on the shirts, I flip
Yeah,
the money and buy more shirts.
I got it.
So
Yeah.
that's how. So I have to sell the shirts to make the money. So it took us a while to make sales, and
Okay.
with this event, I put all the money towards scholarships.
Good.
Um, so I have 3 shirts left, and they'll be at the event. But I'll be getting another shipment in around September.
And if they want to, like you said, September, is there a way that they can like pre-order, or do they need to just like DM you and tell you or anything like that?
That's
How can that
that's
work?
really that's really how we've been doing things. I'm still getting my website updated, but I also have gotten to the point where I love interacting with people.
Good.
I'm not social. I have social anxiety, all this different type of thing. I'm not going to get into my mental health, but I have
Okay.
social anxiety, so I ain't really with the whole engaging conversation. But when people
Hmm.
engage with you and they're like, I would love to get a shirt. I want to support what you're doing. It's like, it makes you feel good. Like, wow, I'm doing something that somebody really wants to have a shirt on that represents you, that represents what you got going on. So, um, and the shirts are $15. They were 20, but right now they're 15 because we're trying to get them sold.
Good. Hmm.
Um, so it's just we'll have the shirts again. We'll have wristbands. We have an actual gift basket that the Augusta Green Jackets donated to us.
Oh,
Um,
I love that.
so if people want to raffle for that, they can. Waffle House donated us key fobs. That's on my
Oh,
account.
yay.
So
Yeah.
everybody used the Waffle House. So we're selling those too. We got a lot of things that they're still being sold. So if you want that, but at the same time, I don't want you to think it's just I'm trying to get your money. No, all that money is going towards the scholarship. If we sell all that
Good.
stuff, we'll probably have $1,500-$1,600 to be able to give a scholarship if we're able to sell all the things that I have that will be at the event. So
Yeah. Yeah. And in the case that, like I said, like if they can't make it to the event and maybe you somehow have a little bit left over, will you make like a announcement and they can kind of donate that way through Instagram and try to get those items off you?
yeah, we'll I'm always open to ideas. I'm still people will see it and they'll like the picture, but they won't actually hit me up about it.
Mm,
So I'm still trying to learn how to promote it per se.
okay.
Um,
Yeah. Everything
but
takes time.
it's just however people want it. I'll post pictures. I'll tag you in the pictures. Be like, could you share this? But people eat Waffle House. It's gonna be easy when it gets out there that they have key fobs. It's
Yeah.
10% off. You go to Waffle House anyway. Why not get the money back? So um, we have these different things we're gonna sell. I'll have water at the event. That's what I got going on today up until the event. Getting water.
That's
Making
important.
sure we find a good spot to set up at the beginning of the walk. And we ain't walking fast or anything. We just walking.
At your own pace.
If you want to walk fast, do you?
It gets your steps in for the day. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for talking to me today and taking the time out to have this interview and this conversation. I really love what you're doing for the community, for scholars, for young people. I think that this is going to continue to go very far. And I even think that it is going to continue to grow bigger than what it has already grown. So
I
congratulations
appreciate it.
on your first annual walk coming up. And I really wish you the best with success in this program.